Hey mate, you got 50 pence for a bus in?
Hi guys, what's happening? I'm going to be taking you through some of my kind of tips in the restaurant. We could be doing things a little bit better, make things a little bit faster for you. Just a couple of small things we could be doing in the store. So guys, we're in the kitchen at the moment, got the hat on, ready to go. Usually like when we do wedges, we tend to put them in the tray first, then put oil on them, and then get your salt and stuff on them. But that can sometimes affect the quality you get at the end because you can get too much oil on them, or you know, they cook, kind of get a bit soggy and stuff like that by the end. So what I like to do most of the time is you'll open the bag. So you'll start by just opening the bag like that. If it's too tight, you can kind of put a small hole in it, but it's usually quite easy to open. So you open it just like that, and kind of just open right up so you can get into the wedges. And after doing that, grab your oil. It's really good, really careful not to put too much oil here, because if you put too much, they do go really soggy, and at the end you end up pouring half the oil out into the tray. So you want to be looking for about, I would say about like 5 or so tablespoons possibly, around about that amount. So if you want to just pour till you've got about that much oil in, because it kind of spreads well over them, you know, don't put too much in. Then you just grab the bag back close like that, and give it a kind of shake about. Just make sure you're moving all the wedges around, get the oil onto them. Like so. And when you've done that, you'll notice that all the oil's kind of spread around the wedges. There's not really any oil sitting in the bag. If you put too much, you'll notice that happens. But then avoid pouring them straight into the tray, otherwise you'll get that oil in the tray as well. So when you've done that, there should be no real serious oil in the bag there, and that's what you're looking for. And then you can literally just pour them straight into the tray. Like I've noticed this personally saves a lot of time, just because when you're doing wedges, you end up taking time at each individual wedge, getting the oil on, just saves a lot of time and a lot of effort. After doing that, you just kind of get them all straight out, so you'll notice they're all lovely and covered in oil. Then, when you've done that, just get them all facing upwards so they cook evenly, so they're not burning on the skin and stuff like that. And grab your salt. You tend to wash your hands first, just to get kind of all the oil off, otherwise the salt will stick to them. Then just grab your salt, get a wee bit in your hand so you can kind of get a pinch of it. You don't put too much salt on, so things that are too salty are always not the best. And just kind of sprinkle it on top of the wedges. Like so. Cheers guys, and that's Matt's top tips. So guys, moving on to doing some chemicals and stuff like that. You want to stay on top of this as much as you can, because obviously hygiene at a restaurant is really, really important. Usually the dishwasher is quite good at telling you when it needs changed. There's a little symbol over here that says DOS or DOS. So when that comes up with the light, you know they need changed, but obviously it doesn't always happen because the chemicals are still obviously coming through the pipes and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that they're getting changed whenever you notice they're low. So I tend to just check a couple of times over the night. Your chemicals are found just kind of around the side of the dishwasher over here, in these containers. So you want to just have a wee check, because a lot of the time it can get quite low, but the rod is not actually going straight to the bottom, so you tend to not even get any dishwashing liquid going through the machine. So what I like to do is just have a wee shake, make sure there's not, if there's literally the smallest amount left, there's not going to be much coming through the pipes, as the end is kind of at an angle like that. So you basically just pull it out, the old one, and just put it over there. As you can see, this one's basically empty, so we're going to take it off for the moment. You can put the old one back into the new one, save yourself some money and your restaurant some dishwashing liquid as well. So basically you want to just check your number, which is F410. Make sure you're getting the same one because obviously they're used for different dishwashers. And then you head to the chemical cupboard. So this is the chemical cupboard. Usually stays locked at all times, safety and stuff like that, because dangerous chemicals and stuff like that. Anyway, you got your key. Usually your manager's got it, so if you want to ask them where you can get it, they'll give it to you. Then this is your chemical cupboard, filled with all your different chemicals. You got your toilet cleaner and stuff like that. But you're looking for the same one that you found for the dishwasher you were looking for. That one was F410. That one right there. It's kind of color coded as well, makes it a lot easier. And you can just bring this back to the dishwasher. You will lock the chemical cupboard as well. Make sure it's locked. Don't want kids to die. And then you go this way. So we're back in the kitchen with our new chemicals. All new. When I take it, a lot of people push it straight through the actual container like that, but I find it's better through the top of it. It just kind of makes it more secure. So what I do is you just get it straight at the top like that, and just give it a twist, and you should notice it goes through. You'll be really careful here because the end of this is quite sharp. And then you'll notice it kind of starts leaking a little bit, but that's all good. Just keep going through, and eventually you should be able to stab it straight through, like that. And that is you. It just prevents you kind of taking off the lid and stuff like that, getting dangerous chemicals in your hands. If you are handling chemicals at any point, you should be having your blue gloves on to make sure you're protecting yourself and stuff. Awesome. That's another top tips from Matt. Hey guys, how you doing? So I'm going to take you through your kind of role in the restaurant when you finish at 10. So obviously you want to be helping out the closers as much as possible. Your job is mostly going to be to fulfill fridge duties. So what you want to do, guys, is when you come over, you want to make sure that you're cleaning the fridges first of all, because it's really important. Clean fridge, clean mind. But basically, so this is the most important section of the fridge, meat section, red meats. Obviously bacteria can breed if you're not careful, so you want to be making sure you're getting some sanitizer on a cloth and you're cleaning out the entire bottom section of the fridge. You take all this kind of stuff out, make sure you're getting into the corners and getting it all clean. One place people always seem to forget as well is just this ledge. I don't know if you can see it there. It's right at the back of the fridge, and what can kind of happen is stuff can drip down. It can kind of get a little bit gross, and if you don't get it, you lose points and ops, stuff like that. Really important for us to get that cleaned. So basically, guys, that's kind of your job, is just make sure this is all clean. When you're putting food in the fridges as well, make sure your stock rotating, first in, first out. So the old stock should always be at the back, make sure the new stuff's in the front. And that's about you guys. That is yet another Matt's top tips. What's happening, guys? So, back in the kitchen, basically in our restaurant, I don't know if any of the restaurants there have had the same problem, but we've had to get our pipes changed quite a few times, get them sorted, because of these little guys most of the time. So cocktail sticks are a really big problem in our store, just because we have the drainage system kind of thing that just prevents any food going through the drains, but they're so small they tend to just drop straight through. Same with the dishwasher, they end up just in the pipes, and as you can imagine, after having about 10 of these in a pipe, things get a little bit crazy. So when you're clearing off plates, it's so important that we know that the dishwasher's only here to sanitize the plates. It's not here to really clean the food off them. So you want to make sure that when you're spraying them down, you're in front of this kind of net. I don't know if you can see it. It's not really a net, but it's like it's just a drainage system that prevents the food getting into the pipes. If it's in front of that, it's not really important, because when you're spraying them down, the food's kind of going off straight into the side of the dishwasher over here and going in anyway. So you want to make sure it's kind of at that point there, or just above the drainage system, and you're spraying the plates down from that angle, kind of getting the food off that way, so it's not going into the dishwasher. Kind of helps out a lot. Even if you're spraying it from that direction, just make sure it's ahead of the system over here. And then straight into the dishwasher and straight out, and your plate should be almost clean when they go in. Clean it in, clean her out. And that's another Matt's top tips. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I know I spoke about tons of different things, sometimes get a bit crazy, but we need you as much as we can in the store to implement these things, otherwise no change will ever happen. So if you want to make sure you kind of just try to implement them, because they just kind of speed everything up and make life a lot easier. For the last time, that's Matt's top tips.